today's Fish Shells episode, I am shore fishing in Port Washington to Lake Michigan Harbor, and I'm just going to be casting flies. So fly fishing from shore, trying to avoid snagging the rocks behind me in my back cast. One advantage I want to give myself today, since I'm fly fishing and not using anything with scent or any kind of a rattle to the lure, is to use a castable transducer. And so this is a T-pod from Vexilar, and it's so cool because you can hook it up to a rod. I just got a little half rod and casting it out, and I can look basically at where that transducer is while it's connected Wi-Fi to my phone. But as far as using it as a shore fisherman, trying to see how deep it is and trying to locate where the fish are, that's something that I haven't done before. So I'm gonna look at my phone, see what's around, the depth, some fish, and hopefully hook up on the fly rod today. All right, got my fishing spot here. I'm gonna be casting out in this area, and this is an area that you can't really take boats in, so I've never had sonar to kind of get the exact depth and see where the fish are hanging out. So I'm using this T-pod from Vexilar that I can cast out and basically just reel in or let it float with the current or the wind. And here's where it shows right now, 0 depth. I don't have it in the water, but I'm gonna go ahead and cast it out in this area. So here we go. Let's see how fast the reading comes in, and there it is. All right, so we got it floating along here, and you can adjust the sensitivity. So I'm gonna go ahead and lighten it up a little bit. And it's 10 feet in this area, so that gives me an idea of, you know, fish that are cruising along a couple feet from the bottom. You know, I want to get my lure down maybe 5-6 feet to get it right above their heads. And now I'm just looking for fish. So at the moment, still 10 feet. It's kind of drifting with the wind. There's current going in that direction right now, and so looks like there's a fish about halfway down off to the side of it. It's not quite as strong, but right there on the bottom, there's definitely a couple fish just hugging the bottom right there. Maybe another one coming up too. And then it's going to start to get shallower as we get closer to those rocks, I imagine. So now we're up to 8 feet. Ooh, a fish towards the surface too, higher up. So right on that edge, only a couple feet down. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to probably move down there a little bit and cast into that area and see if we can get a fish on the fly rod here from shore with the help of the T-pod from Vexilar. All right, got my purple fly with some weighted dumbbell eyes. See if I can hit that area where it was about 10 feet coming up to about 5 feet and marking 2 to 3 fish that were cruising around and sitting on the bottom as well. So we'll try a few depths and see if we can get a taker without falling in the water, hopefully. Okay, so far so good. Now the next trick when fly fishing from shore with the rocks all behind you is not to hook the rocks behind you, because that's not what we're after. Not looking at trying to catch big massive rocks. So I'm gonna go high on the back cast. I'm gonna let it sink about 5-6 feet and then give it some twitches. See if we can get a taker on this purple fly. There it is on the first cast, coming in unharmed, untouched. Well, let's try some more. Ooh, something just hit it. Something just wrapped it. Come on. Yep, look at that. Got the back tail end over the hook when it got it in the mouth, preventing me to set the hook on it. Right there. Jeez. Second cast. They want this thing, and they are here. Here we go. Oh, that's a big fish on the purple streamer. This is a big one. Look at that. Wow. Huge fish. Huge. Right where I was seeing it before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's still on. That was awesome. Just smashed that purple streamer. Wow. That fish got on the reel quickly with the slack line, and this PC Fun Plat Pro was put to the test and passed. All right, got to keep them off the rocks here. Come on. Wow. Look at that, the way he's jumping. He's got to be a steelhead, but I've had browns jump like that too. All right, I'm gonna make my way out to that rock because once I get them closer, it'll be a lot easier to net them out there. There we go. All right, let's gain on them here. Look at that rod, just bent over. Got an 8-weight fighting butt saltwater rod here from Outlaw Rod Company, and it is putting it to the test. All right, he's real close to the surface now. Got about 4 feet of the leader up out of the water. He's probably gonna jump any second. Just don't get off. He's getting close. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh, we got him. We got him. Look at that beastly brown. That's got to go at least 12 pounds. Check him out. Look at those colors. Just a fresh brown that's in here feeding, and took that purple streamer, gobbled it up. I catch king salmon in the river on that in the fall, and now I get big brown trout in Port Washington, and it's fun to catch a fish anyway. But on a fly rod setup with a 8-weight from Outlaw Rod Company and a PC Fun Plat reel, having that thing fight was just a blast. And there he is, just a nice healthy brown, and man did he fight. Jumped out of the water, thought he was a steelhead, but can't beat that on a fly rod in Port Washington from shore, using some sonar to help find some fish and cast to them. Let's let this big guy go. All right, brown, I think you've been resting in this net long enough. Let's see if you want to swim off and have some fun eating some other fish.